Hi guys, and welcome to another Fisherman's Tale. Today's been yet another difficult one. We've still got the pandemic going on, none of us can go out and travel, so I've had to do this one again with a little bit of cut and paste, but hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I enjoyed doing the interview. So I'd like to introduce you today to Turkana Pro team member and Welsh junior team member, Ben Beal. Hi Ben. Welcome to A Fisherman's Tale. Now, the first question I'm going to get put to you is simply, who started you fishing? Who do you remember first put a fishing rod in your hand, and any early memories or maybe your first fish?
My bump actually started me off when I was around 7. He was just going out for a weekend trip with one of his friends and offered me to come. So I said yes. I didn't really think I'd enjoy it that much, but I've loved the sport ever since. And I actually caught my first fish on my first trip, around a 3-ounce codlin.
Wow, you did better than I did. On my first session, I think I blanked. Anyway, thanks for that. Okay, at your young age, you've certainly achieved a lot. And as we know, you're an active member of the junior Welsh team. But where would you like to see yourself in maybe 5 years' time?
My goal in 5 years' time. Probably still to stay on the Welsh team. That's a big goal for me, to stay on the Welsh team. And just succeed a lot and improve. That's a big goal for me. I love improving and finding out new tips and stuff. But yeah, and I want to improve on my casting. So hopefully in these 5 years now, I should get a lot better at casting.
Thanks for that, Ben. If you didn't go fishing as a hobby, what do you think you might be doing instead? Do you have any other hobbies? What's fishing done for you? Has it changed your life at all?
I don't actually have any other hobbies, to be honest, as I'm just so concentrated all the time on fishing. But in the summer months, I do love to get out on my paddleboard because that's just great fun. But yeah, honestly, other than that, I just don't really have any other hobbies because fishing is my number one thing to do.
I guess that makes you a dyed-in-the-wool angler, hey Ben? Okay, the next one for you. What's your favourite species to catch? And do you have one maybe you haven't caught yet and is a bit of a dream species?
My favourite species is any type of flatfish. I love the fight they put up and it's just so much fun because I like to be on the go sometimes with fishing and match fishing like for the flatfish. It's just so fun. I would love to hook onto a taupe one day, but I don't really think I'm quite strong enough yet. Can't really get to the marks either that they're on, but that's a dream fish for me, a big double figure taupe.
I do like flounder myself, to be honest with you. Right, if you could go fishing anywhere in the world, where would your dream venue be?
I think my dream venue would probably be Norway, catching a double figure cod, a halibut, because that just looks like a dream with the venues down there. It does look fun.
Yeah, I share that with you, and I've never actually been to Norway. It's one of the few places I haven't been to, and I'm sure the fishing there must be amazing. If another youngster came to you and asked you for some advice to improve their angling skills, how would you help them?
My 3 top tips for another young angler. So my first one would have to be not to rush when fishing, because rushing just ends up in a big mess with all your tackle, and just keeping your pace and staying slow and steady. That always ends up in a nice clean fishing trip and normally more fish for me. But then also when you're packing up, then everything's nice and tidy and you don't have that much to pack up then, only your rods and your reels. Another tip would definitely be don't go fishing unless you know the mark, because if you don't know the mark, sometimes on some beaches, on low tides, on big tides, you can just get cut off straight away. And yeah, unless you have someone that knows the mark well, I would never fish it. My last tip would be that just take advice off local anglers and anglers that do know what they're talking about on like YouTube and good YouTube channels. Just people that know what they're talking about and they give you some good tips.
Thank you. Right, we've all seen your rig building abilities and we know you're quite a capable young man. What's your favourite rig? What's your go-to rig and why?
If I was stuck to one rig in the whole world, it'd have to be a 2-up, 1-down, as you can just do so much with them and you can just catch such a variety of fish on them. And I find they're super easy to make.
Okay, now I remember what it was like to fish my first qualifier for the Welsh ladies. How did it feel fishing your very first qualifier for the juniors, and what did it feel like when you found out you'd actually made the team?
Yeah, I was very nervous as it was the first time trialing for Wales and I just did not know it was coming as I didn't really know a lot about it. But I stuck to it and I was told what traces to use, and on the first time I did actually manage to catch about 13 flatfish and schoolies on the first run. And yeah, we never actually got the results who made it on the first time. On the second time then, there was we all met up down in Kevin's Eden. We all started setting up, and then he came up to me just before I even started fishing and said I made it, and that was just such a happy moment for me in my fishing career because it was just all the pressure just taken off me. I was just so worried about not making it. As soon as I found out, everything was just so happy then. There's no more pressure on me, and that day I just fished a lot more better knowing that I've actually made it.
Thanks for that, Ben. We all have people who we look to, we aspire to. Who would be your all-time greats, your fishing heroes?
I think my heroes would have to be Joe Arch and my Bamp. I mean, they both told me loads of tips, but my Bamp started me off fishing, and if it wasn't for him, I would not be where I am now, because he takes me everywhere. He's taught me loads. And Joe's my Bamp's friend, and we go around his, and he tells us all these tips and all these places to fish. So I think Joe and my Bamp would have to be my biggest heroes.
Thanks for that, Ben. Okay, I think that just about wraps it up. Thank you very much for joining me and thanks for doing the interview. It's been really enjoyable. To all you folks out there, thanks for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Please do the usual, the likes, the subscribes, it helps us so much. And if there's anybody out there in particular that you'd like us to interview, then please leave it in the comments and we'll see what we can do. But until the next time, guys, I'll see you later. Tight lines. Bye.